Today we're talking about Project Hail Mary. I'm your host, Julien. We have Sebastian and Hugo. What are you guys doing today?
Hi, guys.
Hello, guys.
What's going on? Why are we talking about this movie? What's up with that? Hugo, have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it, and it's a great movie. The very first big surprise of 2026. One of the best blockbuster from Hollywood I've seen in years. That's it, guys.
I agree. I've seen it too. And it's a little bit of a special podcast today because Sebastian has not seen the movie. So it's a throwback to our first episode. One of the hosts has not seen the movie. And we're going to
Yeah,
convince him today that it's worth it to go see it.
that's a tradition, once in a while, one of us doesn't watch the movie. And
Well, I believe this is the 10th podcast. So that's an anniversary of the podcast, the 10th one. So
Happy
congratulations,
birthday,
guys.
guys.
Thank you.
10
Thank you,
or
all the
11.
audience, for listening to us and believing in us. We love it. We love you. Keep it up. Keep watching us. We're getting better. We're getting better as time goes
Because
by.
of you, guys. Because of you.
Because of you. Because of America. Because of America. America first. All right.
And you have
so-
to convince me. You have to convince me today that because I was not very convinced about it. Not very. I mean, this is the movie I didn't want to watch, and I think you guys, you told me that it was very good, and I think you will try to convince me that it's worth it, to watch it.
So Hugo and I, we both read the book many years ago when it came out. I think it was in 2023. Everybody knows
Nope.
it's a book from Andy Weir, the guy who wrote The Martian. Did you say no, Hugo?
Yeah, no. The book was released in 2021. Long time
Oh,
ago,
really?
guys.
Yeah, well, time flies by, man.
Yeah.
And so what I would like to do to start with, I would like to ask Sebastian what he thinks the story is. So walk us through the story, Sebastian. What do you know?
From what I know, I mean, from what I saw in the trailer and the short story, is about, I think, a man who is waking up in space and he has lost his memory. And he discovered after time that is basically the only hope for humanity to survive. And he has been sent to space to, I don't know, to do something that will save the humanity. And during his space travel, he meets with an alien, and together they will make sure they save the galaxy and the Earth. I think. Am I close or something?
More or less, it's okay.
100% on spot. I
No,
think it really shows that a guy who hasn't seen the movie knows a lot about the movie because the trailer tells you so much. And that's a thing that Hugo and I, we talked about when the trailer came out. As fans of the book, we thought the trailer gives a little too much, don't you think?
First, when before to watch the movie, I thought, but honestly, it doesn't matter because the movie has more to propose, have more proposition than that. It's a movie about friendship, about hope, about many subjects. So yeah, we can say that it's a mix between sunshine and E.T. the extraterrestrial, but it's also
And even The Martian is in there
a
too.
birdie movie. Yes, but it's also a birdie movie. It's movie about something, and it's even more important today that together, if we are not the same, if we even have a universe who oppose us, we can, if we work together, we can do something great.
We should show that
Right.
movie to Trump and to Iran, and they become best friends after
Exactly.
that. They work
Yeah,
together.
when you see the situation in the world, yeah, it's very important movie, and it's good that it was released now.
We call it
It's good.
Project Open Hormuz.
That's a nice one. Yeah. I
And
imagine
the
Trump
Ayatollah
and
is a puppet. He's a puppet.
And Ayatollah and Trump in the same room watching the movie together and getting out and signing a peace.
So what was your initial thinking before you went to see the movie, Hugo, as a fan of the book?
Yeah, I was a big fan of the book. I was a big fan of The Martian also, the book, yeah. The movie also with Matt Damon is fantastic. But this book is more complete. I mean, yeah, we see that Andy Weir make progression when he wrote this story. Uh,
There's more
so
emotion.
yeah, more emotion. It's more complete, more scientific stuff. In the Martian, you have many. He need to do to clear many problems to stay alive. And even in this one, the problem are bigger, huge bigger. And what I love about the books of Andy Weir is that you laugh a lot when you read it. It's really exciting. It's a page turner, you know. You turn the page. You don't want to stop. You just turn the page, turn the page, turn the page. It's fantastic. And also,
So
I finished
there's
the book
been Go
an
ahead.
hour ago, and I was about to cry at the end of the book.
Even though you already read it?
Yeah,
Yeah, me
I
too.
read it
I'm
again.
rereading it right now. Yeah.
It seems to be, you know, and you said earlier that everything is on a trailer, but I believe it is because this is a simple concept, you know. It's like the Martian, you know. It's easy to explain what happens. You have a guy stuck in a planet, and he has to escape the planet, you know. And the movie is about a simple concept, and how he will do it and what happened in his head during the process is all the movie is about. And I think it's probably the same thing for this movie.
Well, so for example, in The Martian, everything is about science because there's not a lot of happening in The Martian. You know, he has to survive. He's on Mars. The only problem is staying alive and not dying. In this one, the stakes are much higher, right? He's got to save everybody on Earth and all that stuff, and a lot of stuff
Um,
happens. There's Rocky. It's a more complete movie. There's more things. I think that's why we don't see as much as this of the science as what we saw in the book. Obviously, there's not a
Okay,
lot of
yeah,
room.
makes sense.
But there's one thing that Hugo and I we were speaking about that we wish they had done. Hugo, do you want to say it?
I don't know what I'm talking
You don't
about.
remember? We
For,
said that we thought the movie could have been two parts.
oh yeah, even more. It could have been done in a series, like 8 episodes. Of course, it's easy, you know. The guy who read the book, and it's, it's always the same story. Oh yeah, I read the book. Listen to me. They should have done like this. So it's difficult because there's many problems was happening in the book. It's impossible to, and even the movie is long. It's more than 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours and 36 minutes exactly. Yeah, very long.
Yeah, so they have to choose, and the movie is very emotional, and we're gonna talk about it. But I'm not a big fan of Ryan Gosling. You know, he's okay for me, but in the movie, I think it's his best role ever. I don't remember a
Really?
better movie with him. Oh yeah, it's his best perform.
It,
I mean, in the
be, because
yeah, go ahead.
that's one of the reasons why I wasn't too fan about the movie to begin with, because it was with Ryan Gosling. And you mean, right, for me, Ryan Gosling did some few good acts, like in Drive or in The Place Beyond the Pines.
Yeah,
But
this is.
since few years it's not very good. So yeah.
Well, he's become a comedian now. He used to be a serious dude, like a good-looking man that girls like and stuff. Now he's a comedian. He switched his career. When his casting was announced, I also had problems with it. I couldn't believe, no, we're not. Are we gonna have Ryan Gosling play that guy? He's supposed to be a scientist, a smart guy. And to
I
be
think
honest,
we all wanted Matt
he's
Damon.
yeah, in the movie he's a little dumb. Also, he's smart, but he's also dumb. You know what I mean?
Like in the
He's a,
book.
he's
Does
more
he
of a comedic version of what the real character is in the book.
Yep.
does he play? Because the problem with Ryan Gosling since some years now is that it's like Ryan Reynolds. You know, he's playing Ryan
Oh
Gosling
no, come
basically.
on, Sebastian. Ryan Reynolds.
He went there, he said it.
It's hard. Oh, come on, Ryan
He
Gosling.
went there.
No, you did not understand. I said Ryan
No, you
Reynolds
didn't.
play in every role he plays Ryan Reynolds, and I think Ryan Gosling is doing a little bit that since a few years. So I was
Oh,
afraid that he
maybe.
was doing
Okay.
that in the movie
I
as
think you're
well.
right. I think you're right.
But
He
there,
is definitely
yes,
the
yes, I
funny
understand this
version
logic.
of Ryan Gosling, you know?
But there's a
Uh,
difference for this movie because Ryan Gosling is got all the project on his shoulder. There's something very, very strange because the movie project was started about in 2020. The book was released about 1 or 2 years after. So Ryan Gosling start this project before the book was released. They bought the rights. He's a producer of the movie, Ryan Gosling. So he's not just an actor. He's got the full project on his shoulder. He was on the project before the two directors.
Okay, so he's
So
heavily invested in. Yeah.
yes,
there's
highly
another
involved in
difference.
them.
The main difference is that Ryan Reynolds is he's not a real actor. Ryan Gosling is a real actor. Ryan Gosling can make you cry and make you believe that he's doing, have you seen the one where he's Neil Armstrong?
Yeah,
Uh, what was that
First
name?
Man,
That movie? First Man. I
First
cried like a
Man.
baby watching that movie. Have you seen it,
The movie
Sebastian?
was, yeah, but the
No, no,
problem of
I
this
heard
movie,
about it,
honestly,
but
it's the sequence with his family. With his daughter, it's too hard.
Oh man, the dogs are dying and everything.
Yeah, and he bring to the moon something for her.
Yeah.
It's too hard.
But Ryan Gosling has a credibility. He's a real actor. He can play various characters. Even if he plays with the funny version of himself, he's still a real actor, and he's got this personality and this charisma that works in the movie. At least, he works really well, really well.
I think what is very working in the movie is the relationship between Rocky, the the alien, and Ryan Gosling. And the reason, beyond the fact that he's a good actor, it's that Rocky is a puppet. It's not CGI. He can really exchange with, in a second, he want to grab me in his arms. You believe it. It's not CGI. You believe in Rocky. Even if, you know, it's literally a rock, Rocky. It's stone. And you know what I'm looking for since 3 or 4 days now? I'm looking for action figure of Rocky. I don't find it. I know it's going to come because of the success of them. I'm just waiting a good action movie. Rocky is a really something fantastic of them.
I think having Rocky in practical effect was it would, if it was CGI, it would have been a deal breaker. It would have destroyed the movie, and nobody would have watched that garbage. You know
I
what I
agree.
mean? We're all tired of CGI, and it's hard. Apparently, I'm not an actor, but I heard actors say that they find it really hard to play their roles to a CGI character who's not in the room with them. And if you look at all the promotional material, Ryan Gosling has been saying that having Rocky as a practical puppet in the set, he was interacting with it, talking with it. By the way, you guys know who does the voice, right, of Rocky? The puppeteer.
Yeah, the puppeteer. I've read the name, but honestly, I don't know. I don't know him.
So like they were gonna add the voice later, right? But he was rehearsing his scenes, and the puppeteer would read the lines, and eventually they were like, "Well, he's Rocky. He's got to do the voice." So they chose him for the voice because of that.
Yeah, yeah, they showed him. Yeah, it's
okay.
fantastic.
But so, why do you think, Hugo? Why do you think that the movie is so popular?
Honestly, there's many reasons, and I think the strongest one, it's since, and honestly, since a long time we haven't got a good movie from Hollywood, and that's the reason. We got one this year with DiCaprio, but except that, come on, guys, in the last 5 years in science fiction, we are not really well served in science fiction. So and this movie don't have any bad feelings. You know, like I said, it's a birdie movie. You laugh. There's no. there's no hate, there's no violence. It's family. You can go to your family. You have strong feelings, and it's really really well done. You you have all this sequence, and it's kind of a huis clos. I don't know how you say it in English, but 70-80% it's on the ship, inside the ship. So it gives something.
And what about the special effects, in space and everything? Because I suppose there is some of them, so are they good or
They're good enough. They just look like what it's supposed to look like.
yeah,
It's not that much. It's not Star Wars or Marvel, or it's really
because you say most of the movie is taking place inside there. Mm.
Yeah, most of it is inside, and it's a real place. Like the ship, they built two of them. There's one vertical and one horizontal, because one of the things that the ship can do is it can rotate to create gravity in it, right? So he can, sometimes there's gravity, sometimes there's no gravity. So they built two sets, one where he can be hung on strings, and another one where he can walk around. And you can feel that the set is real. You can feel all the buttons and all the screens that they're
exactly,
real. They're
and
not, you know,
they are
uh, often you watch a movie and you see they're looking at a screen, and you know it's a green screen and they added the picture on top of it later. But now you know the actor was looking at the real thing on the screen. It feels like a real place. That's the big thing. You couldn't feel that many emotion if it didn't look like a real place that someone is in there. It reminded me of an 80s movie like we used to have in the 80s all the time.
completely
It's
buddy
special
movie.
now, but in the 80s we got a bunch of movies like that.
Can you compare it to Apollo 13, for example?
Well, the CGI is obviously a lot better than Apollo 13.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, but
in Apollo 13, the set is practical also, and you can feel everything in Apollo 13 as well. Yeah, so
That's why
it's a good
Apollo 13
comparison.
worked also. When you, but I think really there's something we don't talk enough about. It's really funny. You laugh with, in French we say bon cœur, with good heart. You don't force yourself to laugh. You laugh easily, and that's the work of Ryan Gosling. There's many sequences. You can find it on YouTube already. I don't understand that. I don't understand that kind of commercial. You have maybe 3 or 4 sequences with Rocky. They are in the ship, and it's good moment of the movie. Why they are putting that on YouTube? I don't understand anyway. But this relationship with Rocky, it's really it's really funny, friendly, and they have to save the universe, guys. So they work together again. It's uh, it's bigger than themselves, and they're doing their best to do what they can to to save their own world. So uh, it's great. It's just great.
It's a large scale story with incredible high stakes. Like, hey, the stakes are all humans and all Idiran. Is that what I call the Idiran? Uh,
Yeah.
they all die if we don't do something. By the way, I'm just looking at the box office right now, and so far, $317 million, and it has 95% on Rotten Tomato.
So they
So,
have they get their money back at least.
look, Sebastian, I'll be honest with you. I never go to the movie theater unless it's my kids forcing me to go see some bullshit Pixar CGI animation. The last time I went for was called The Bad Guys 2.
Yeah.
And I put my AirPods and I listened to a podcast while I was watching it because it wasn't for me,
I
it was
hope
for
I
kids.
hope you were listening to Judgemental Mind podcast.
Oh yeah. I was listening to us, of
Of
course. That's the
course.
only podcast I listen to is ours. Uh, I like the French guy; he's a cool guy. But so I
The
never
guy
go
from
to the movie
Marseille, come
theater.
on.
The guy from the south of France. In
Yeah.
his childhood, I know he was in the south of France. So I never go to the movie theater because I don't like to go to a movie theater to watch garbage, and everything is garbage, right? I'm trying to think the last good movie I watched at the movie theater. You guys do the same. Think about the last good movie you saw at the movie theater.
Avatar 3 wasn't that bad. Avatar 3, sorry.
Avatar 3, it was kind of. I
What
wouldn't
one
have
It
of
gone
the
wasn't
if it
that
wasn't for
Avatar,
my
bad.
kids.
you know?
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I don't. I can't remember. I can't remember.
Yeah,
I
me neither.
so I went to the movie theater because I knew it was going to be a good movie because I like the story. So I didn't go like thinking, oh, the book is better, blah, blah, blah. Everybody knows it's a stupid argument
Yeah,
because a book is different than a movie. It's not the same thing. You read the book, it takes you like 20 hours, maybe 25 hours, and you can hear the thoughts of everyone. It's not the same narrative structure. That's why in The Martian, for example, Mark Watney, he has like a diary that he does, a video diary. He doesn't have it in the book, I don't think so. But in the book, you can hear his thoughts.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
like
We did.
a story device, so you can hear stuff. That's why in Project Hail Mary at the beginning, he's with the is that a CIA agent or whatever? The guy who's with him when he does the first experiments. You know, the guy who's with Strat, who stays with him
Yeah,
the whole beginning. In the
because
book,
the
he doesn't
movie.
really. In the book, he was in the movie. He was necessary to show a little bit of the science and stuff. So because he has to explain to him everything.
Yeah, but
Um,
it's correctly done because the movie is presented like this. They start in the ship, and even in the first half of the movie, you have many flashback. So, moment on Earth, what is going to happen? Because it's kind of apocalyptic on Earth. They go far on the universe because the Earth is gonna be. You won't live anymore on Earth, and it's very apocalyptic. So, and just to
you
think,
know, I have to
yeah,
say the book is very dark. There's very dark moments in the book.
yeah, it's crazy. We can spoil the book. It's not in the movie, but they throw
Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore.
nuclear missile on Greenland to create global warming to try to live few years longer. So it's quite it's
To
quite
trap,
rush.
to trap
Okay, yeah,
heat in
extreme
on Earth.
extreme measure, yeah.
But I think they played it out a little bit funnier, and they were
Yeah,
right to do it. I think they were right. It's fine. It's great. What
you
I'm
have a
worried about
character. Yep.
is a second one, a sequel with Jared Leto. That's all I can think about. Can you imagine? Jared
Or
Leto
a
buys the
reboot,
rights.
a reboot with Jared Leto. He's gonna be Rocky.
Project Hail Mary, Heiress. I'm happy that I gave my money to the movie theater because I want to promote movie like this. Make more movies like this, and I will go to the movie theater to see them.
Yeah.
I
We
want them to
need
do
we
it.
need to watch that. Come on, it's not a sequel. It's not Avenger 13. It's not a reboot. It's not. Come on, it's. We should be happy to have a new
Right.
proposition of cinema, and it's a real proposition of cinema. Uh, Even if we can always talk about things, but in general, the whole movie is extremely correct. Is maybe it's not the best movie you're gonna see in your life, certainly, but since long time, years, I haven't seen a blockbuster. I'm talking about blockbuster. Huh? I haven't seen a blockbuster of this quality, and we should be thankful to the writer because he participated to the scenery. He's get the right because I know that Amazon they are already seeking to make a sequel, but they don't
Oh
have
my
the right.
god!
Andy Weir has got the last word, and he already
Mm.
said, I don't have any idea. It can happen, but for the moment I have nothing. So
Well, when they give him $100 million, he's gonna have something.
they gave him $3 million to get the right for us. I think you don't have
They'll
any
give him
problem
more
of.
for this. They'll give him more for the sequel.
I think it's not enough, but yeah.
I think the movie is great because it's honest and it doesn't insult you. Most movies that you see
Completely.
now, especially the Ryan Reynolds and all this bullshit, they're insulting. They're like, "Do you really think I'm stupid?" You know what I mean? Do you really think I'm that dumb that I'm gonna watch this garbage? But this one is not insulting at all. It's a great movie. It feels good. It feels honest. It feels right.
And more important, it's the same in the book. You don't worry to go. There's many scientists, science stuff, but you can understand you easily, and you don't understand the whole complex of the universe. No worries, because they give you the things to understand what you need to understand. But we don't have we don't have the knowledge to understand the gravity of the space and the planets, but that's not a problem. It's well explained. You easily understand that. So yes, like you said, uh, they don't treat spectators like stupid, dumb people, you know?
This movie also has its problems. So, in my opinion, when I watch the movie, I need to see it again, honestly, to because I saw it in IMAX and I was blown away, like, oh, I'm eating popcorn and enjoying myself, and I couldn't really turn on the critical aspect of my mind at that time. You know, that's how it got me. The movie is so good that you don't need to criticize everything. Um, but the pacing is a little strange, and by pacing I mean some scenes are a little too short and some scenes are a little too long,
I agree
especially
with that.
when action happens. So in the editing room, they cut it a little too. It's a little too choppy for me. It's not very smooth. That's my only critic of the movie so far. Until I watch it again and say it's
Me, I
garbage.
have
I
only
hate it. You
one,
guys, you sucks.
and it's something that you can understand only when you have read the book. It's Eva Strat, the character of Eva Strat. In the book, she is a bitch, a badass, a real badass. Sandra Hüller in the one who, I don't know, you have seen it, Anatomy of a Fall. Have you seen this movie?
Uh,
Huge
no, I
success,
saw her in the
world
movie
success.
where the movie you forced me to watch, the one where she's the wife of the guy who runs
Exactly.
Auschwitz.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Thank you, by the way. Great movie. Love it.
Yeah.
Woo! Buddy movie. It was great.
you
I
like this
laughed.
movie? You said to me it was great movie.
Yeah, because I wanted you to watch it. That should be my next podcast. Aha, choose this movie. Screw you guys. Let's destroy the podcast with this movie. But
Uh-huh.
anyway, so yeah, in the book, she's ruthless. She's like an authoritarian. But in the Hollywood version, they turn her into like a she's tough but fair. And I was a little bit offended by the fact that they maybe create a little romance between her and him. You know, when she sings and she looks at him and stuff, I was like,
That's
"What is this? Is he gonna bang her? What's going on? Is he gonna bang Strat?" You know, so that was she was a little too soft in the movie. But again, I understand why they did it because she's a little too hard in the book. You know.
yeah, and also the movie is for American people, so you need to make things easy to understand and
Yeah. At the end, the good guy win, and it's great.
exactly,
He
yeah.
kissed the girl, and there you go.
But anyway, the big success for me of this movie, it's the Rocky. Is the Rocky character is it's great. The relationship between them is really working. It's not a joke. That the relation is fantastic.
Is it a big part of the movie, the relation between them?
The emotional anchor of the movie itself is the bond between Ryland Grace and Rocky. It shows you that the empathy they have and their shared will to like save their species goes beyond their biological differences. You know, they're just two beings trying to do the right thing and save their people. But they're also doing it in a fun way. You know.
Yeah, it's very fun, but also it's normal. I mean, the more than the half of the movies, they are those two. They are locked in a spaceship in a room, so it had to work. It had to work. Neither the movie will be a disaster. So
So the scene I can't stop thinking about is the first time you see Rocky, you see his hands, right? And he shows the little spaceship that he 3D printed or whatever, and the little spaceman that he 3D printed, right? He shows to Grace through the glass, right? And he's like moving the little guy toward the ship, and he's like, What do you mean? Do you want me to go back to my ship? I don't understand." So Rocky does it again, but angrily. Like he's more angry when he does it. He goes faster, like, and I was like, all right, I know this movie is gonna be okay because the puppeteer, they were able to give Rocky a personality. Rocky is a piece of
completely,
like literally
completely.
a spider made of rock, but he's got a personality. They made it work. I don't know how they did it. That's their job, but they made it work really well.
Something about the movie. Yeah, yeah, but it's something about the movie. It's that they don't understand each other 100%. You know. And They don't talk the same
But they
language.
try.
So yeah, they try, and it's a cultural difference. Oh, uh, and it's working.
Do you remember how when he eats,
Yeah,
he says, Grace looks disgust when eat.
yeah.
And he's like, so how do you eat? And he shows him how he eats. So they changed that from the book again because the book was hardcore. Rocky's terrifying in the book. The first time he sees it, it's like it's a giant spider. He's terrified of him. Um, but in the movie, he doesn't look threatening. You know, he looks like a rock spider, but with only 5 legs.
But
He looks like a Labrador, like a little dog, maybe.
yeah, completely. But the maker, Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, I'm not a big fan me of their work. Yeah? I'm not a big fan of 20 Jump Street and the sequel. I'm not a big fan of Lego movie. It was alright, but it's and yeah, I understand. But there's many American comedy who's not working in Europe, obviously, and. Uh, like the one like 20 Jump Street or the movie with Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling, the two guys. I don't know. I remember the name. I mean, that kind of American comedy are not working in Europe, obviously.
Yeah, the humor is very, I mean, it's special, and it's totally different here in France. So yeah, I can understand that it's not working.
French humor. Um, how is Rocky's voice in French? Is it a famous comedian doing it, or how did they do his voice? Is it Christian Clavier or Thierry Lhermitte?
Oh, no, it's no, guys. I have the name. Ryan Gosling. It's Alexandre Gillet and Sandra
Yeah,
Hüller.
but I mean Rocky.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have.
Okay,
James Ortiz is famous in America.
I don't know who that is.
It's the one, the voice,
Yeah, he's the puppeteer. I don't know any puppeteer. Do you know any puppeteers?
but he's also the voice. They keep him. They keep the voice of Rocky in France. It's Emmanuel Curtil.
I don't know who that is. Is he someone? No. So I think this succeeded in making a movie for everybody. You know, it's a movie that pleased me, even though I was a hardcore fan of the book, and I wanted to see the book exactly made in movie. You know, they changed it a little bit. I'm still okay with it because the movie is so good that it doesn't really matter if it's exactly like the book. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. The vibe is good. It feels good.
Yeah, very
I want to see
completely.
it again. I had a good time. I took my kids with me. They were happy. Everybody had a good time. It's been years that I haven't been to a place where all of us are happy in the movie theater. You know what I mean? We watch a movie, we're all happy.
Maybe I may be
I think it's a
wrong,
movie
but
for everyone except for Sebastian.
so we didn't convince you. But there's something interesting me. The character is Ryland Grace, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ryland Grace, Ryan Gosling. I'm sure they changed the name for I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. And but there's something Hail Mary, and it's not something like full of grace. There's not a religious
Yeah,
thing like this.
because yeah, something like that. Uh,
Yeah.
it's like when he says there was like a theory that at some point Rocky asked him about his ex-girlfriend, and Grace says, "Oh, Mark, she's with Mark now," and people thought Mark Watney from the Martian, even though it's not at
Oh
the
yeah,
same
yeah, yeah.
period of time or anything like that. But it's not like that at all. It's because Ryan Gosling on the set had a friend of his called Mark who was watching, so he improvised the name and he said Mark. There's a lot of improvised scenes
There are
apparently in the
a
movie.
lot of improvise.
Yeah,
And
he said he would spend 6 to 8 hours bullshitting with the puppeteer guy with Rocky, uh, without script, without anything, just coming up with stuff to say to each other.
it's a big success of the movie. Yeah, but it's one of the success of the movie because you really feel that I don't know an alchemy is working between them. It's really an
Yeah,
alchemy.
natural,
You feel it.
natural.
Yeah, there's a moment emotional when you can imagine that there's trouble and they are going to die, and he grabbed Rookie in his arm. I can assure you that you're about to cry. He when I remember I was watching Ryan Gosling when he grabbed Rocky. I was looking in his eye. He was like really happy. Oh my God, you're not dead. And it's great. Great.
Because he's a real actor. You know, at the beginning when he gets the bodies of the two other astronauts with him, I cried at that point because he played the role. You know, he was so good at being the guy who's like he was crying too, right? He was crying in the movie and dumping the dead astronauts. And I knew, okay, this movie is also gonna make me feel, you know, things. I'm gonna have to like turn my head a little bit so my kids can't see me crying and stuff. Um, so Sebastian, so far, do you have any questions?
I want to say something because it made me think about something. You know, the fact that the Rocky characters is so believable that it makes you sad when something happens. You know, you remember in Castaway with Tom Hanks when he's all the movie with his friends Wilson, and the moment he's in the sea at the end and he lost Wilson. At this moment, you feel sad and you want to cry, despite the fact that Wilson is not real. So I suppose it's even more emotional when there is a um, something that moves and that some human characters or emotional human characters. So I can understand why it's so,
Yeah,
despite the
it
fact
only
that
works
it's a
because
rock.
everybody's really good. The puppeteer is good, the decor are good, the set is good, the music is good, the actor is good, everything is good, so it works. If you had even one thing that doesn't work, it would break it.
And
You know?
exactly that. Sometimes it happens that everyone in their job, they are doing a real great work. And that's the case here because the scenery is fun, is greatly adapted from the book, even if we don't have all the science stuff and all the problem that they made, because in the book they have many more problems than in the movie. It's normal, it's 2 hours movie. The music is fantastic. Do you have sequence when they going to Adrian? You need to go out of the spaceship. It's really poetic, you know. You have a problem, and you have all these colors with red and green and the planet. It's not Star Wars. There's no laser and Jedi or all this stuff, but it's really poetic. It's really no. Everyone did a great job. I completely agree, Kazan, and I wanted to talk about it, but you did it before.
You know, there is another movie where, because I was going to say there's no other movies where an alien and a human being help each other. Of course, you
Dennis
have
Quaid.
E.T. and stuff like that. Exactly. Enemy Mine.
Yeah, Enemy Mine.
Do you
Yeah,
remember that movie? I loved that
with
movie when I was a
yeah,
kid.
yeah, I love to with this fantastic actor.
The guy from Iron Eagle, I think.
Yeah, and he did the director with James Belushi also. I don't know if it's the director, but it's a great movie. What is his name?
That was a great
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
But it has this feeling of an 80s movie. That it feels like an 80s movie. And that's what I like about it because I'm an 80s person, you know. But I want to say that the screenplay has been adapted by the same guy who wrote The Martian. And I think his name is Drew Goddard.
Yeah.
So, my question to you, Hugo,
Yep.
what is the better adaptation? Because you read both books. You read The Martian and you read Project Hail Mary. Which one is a better adaptation in movie?
Uh, it's hard, but I think The Martian is a better adaptation because Martian is shorter and you have all this, not everything, but you have many scientist things to scientific things to you need to do many science to survive, and they have removed it from Project Hail Mary for many reasons. But it doesn't make Project Hail Mary better.
A bad movie. Oui.
Yeah, bad
Mhm.
movie. But now I finished the book this afternoon, and honestly, Hail Mary is a better book than The Martian, and I love The Martian. You can't know how I love The Martian. And I only hope one thing now. I really want Andy Weir to have to be the next Stephen King. I want 2 books from him everywhere, every year.
No, we don't want that. We he's gonna
Yes, I
the
no,
quality is
I
gonna go down, you know?
yeah, I want the same quality, but 2 books per year. It is possible. Can I have that?
You've read
Yeah.
Artemis, right?
I start, but I quit. I was on.
I read it all.
Yeah.
It's the next movie, by the way. They're gonna make it.
No. But yeah, they are making everything from on the Weir. You imagine the success? Because the Martian was a huge success. Huh? It's the best, the biggest movie with Matt Damon. His biggest success at this time.
He's got a short story called The Egg. That's a
His
pretty good story. It's like about 10 pages. But yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think the Martian was probably a lot easier to adapt. That's why it's a better
completely.
adaptation, because it's a lot lighter. There's a lot less stuff, And I think he made the right choice, Drew Goddard. I think he understood when making Project Hail Mary that it was all about the relationship between Rocky and him, and the science can take a back seat, and we don't need that much science. Okay, he's a scientist, fine. Um,
I'm
but
sorry,
again,
Carson,
like you
but
and I, we said they could have had two parts. They could have had Project Mary 1 and Project Hail Mary 2.
yeah,
They
but
could have done
imagine
that.
if the first part don't work. But Drew Goddard, you said Drew Goddard. Andy Weir was also on the scenario of the book. So Drew Goddard didn't. Okay, we cut that. We could no. It didn't happen like this. Andy Weir's got the final the final point from his book. So he worked with Drew
Yeah.
Goddard and Andy Weir. They worked together. So
It is not an artsy movie. It is not a sorcerer. It is not the Deer Hunter.
and
Uh,
even better, it's not a simple plan. So
it is absolutely not a simple plan.
I can feel that because you mention the movie every time, that is something that you remember
It is not
deeply.
Mosquito Coast. It is not Whiplash either. It is a popcorn movie. It is a movie that you watch knowing exactly what's going to happen. You're going to cry and laugh, and you're going to feel good, and that's it. It is not an intellectual movie.
you're gonna buy action figure. You're gonna buy a spaceship with of the Hail Mary. Me, I'm just waiting that. I want three things.
I already did.
Yeah, but I want something
My
better.
kid, he wants the Lego Hail Mary. It's like
No, I've seen the
$100. I'm like,
set. I've seen the set. I'm not interested. When I see Rookie in the Lego set, I say, come on, guys.
yeah, he's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. No, I wanting something very expensive, like 400 euros. Yeah, not something you have on the cinema because you buy a pack of popcorn, cousin.
You mean the
That's
action
true.
figure from for collectors?
Yeah, from collector.
So
And I will play on the night when I want to be alone. Hey, Rocky, I will help you.
Yeah. You will you will talk
um,
with him, and it will be your imaginary friend.
Yeah. No. Honestly, yeah, I love the movie. I love the movie. He's got many problems, if you want to be honest. But it's a blockbuster, and we don't have Chris Hemsworth punching someone or no. It's a great thing.
the spirit is right.
Yeah,
It's not making fun. It's not cynical. It's 100% honest, pure fun and emotion, and there's no insult to your intelligence. It's exactly what you need in a time like now.
yeah.
But the marketing of the film uh, included a lot of spoilers. Do you think he would have had as much success if the trailer had not included Rocky? Because Rocky in the book arrives like halfway, right?
I think Amazon were scared because it's expensive. It's 200 millions the production of the movie, so I think they were scared, and I'm not sure.
But they did Lord of the Ring garbage series for $1 billion.
Yeah, and that's why they are scared because
Yeah,
imagine the
there's no
waste.
money, no
Imagine
money
the
left.
waste.
Yeah.
So
I'm asking myself something, is that personally, I didn't read the book, and if you take, except the people who read the book, I mean, do you think without all the marketing, there would have been enough people that goes to the theater to watch the movie? Because I can understand that people that read the book wants to see the movie, but what about the other ones?
honestly, I think they did the right choice. because it's an important part of the movie. Like I said, it's maybe 70% of the movie. They are together alone on a inside a ship. Sorry. So it's not a big deal. It's not a big things. It's well presented in the movie when they meet together. It's a great sequence when. So it's not a problem. My my problem it's not the trailer. It's they have had sequences with them on YouTube. You have a sequence when he's watching a camera. He said, "Yeah, Rocky is on the ship. He can't. He just so." You have few things when the first time Rocky is coming into the ship. Messi, it's the Messi. So that's the problem. I think they were really scared that they didn't trust in their own movie. Amazon.
Yeah, I agree. I have another question. So, Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, right? Did they lean too hard into the buddy comedy dynamic between Grace and Rocky? Did they do it too much with the, let's call it, the Hollywoodification of the story? And they erase the dark, like terrifying isolation that made the book work?
They have
Do you
made a
think it's not?
choice.
It's yeah, I agree. They made a choice,
They have made a choice,
and
and
they made the right
honestly,
choice.
the comedy for me is good because the book are very funny. Honestly, you have many sequences between them, even more, a lot more than in it's normal. It's in the book, but you have a lot of time you laugh in like in the Martian, in the book of the Martian. Since a long time, I just when you laugh alone, you read book and you laugh. It's something really great, and the Ryland Grace is very funny, and I think it's part of the success of the movie. You can identify yourself as Ryland Grace. Okay, he's a scientist, but he's a human being. Come on, we are monkeys. We laugh. It's something very important. So no, the comedy is good. I know that in France, many critics, like very serious. They only love a Polish movie or Japanese one. They said no, it's a comedy.
Yeah.
That's no.
Teresa, Teresa.
Yeah.
But it's no. The comedy is great for me. It's great.
There's a deep existential dread in the book, and because he's sent on a suicide mission, and they kind of like go really fast on that in the movie, which is understandable because it's a movie for everyone. My daughter is not gonna read the book, right? She's 8, but she
Oh
can see
yeah,
the movie.
she's 8. And what your son said when he finished the movie, Chaos?
Oh yeah, I gotta say it. He said, "Oh, it was absolute cinema."
Oh,
The
really?
best movie he's
Yeah.
ever seen in his life of 10 years.
And
He's been alive for 10 years, so
we are kids when you go to see the movie. You're a kid. You laugh. There's emotion. Uh, when they are under pressure, you are with them. There's many sequences when you need to go outside of the ship and to do whatever things. You feel the pressure. Or the way when they laugh together, you laugh with them. You are really. In the spaceship with them. It's well done. And like I said before, I'm not a big fan of the works of the director. So
um I gotta mention though, because I watched Interstellar with my kids this weekend. And again, my son said it was absolute cinema as well. So I guess he's like me. He likes sci-fi movies and stuff. I like that.
did he said that for the bad guys too?
No, he didn't say anything for the bad. I think
Good boy.
they can't do it anymore. They've had too many of these bullshit movies.
There is 10 movie like that every year since 15
Yeah.
years now. So since Toy Story, basically. So
Let me ask you this: can a movie capture the inner monologue of a person? So, like we said in The Martian, they changed his thoughts. That we can read his thoughts when we read the book. They made him have a video diary where he explains what he does for NASA. Um, is there another way to do it? Because he kind of does the same in this one too. He has a video diary. It's kind of the same
Just
mechanic
few
as
moments.
the
Few
Martian.
moments. In
Yeah,
the Martian,
but
it's
he's
the
got
whole
Rocky, so
movie.
he's got somebody to discuss.
Yeah.
In the Martian, he didn't have Rocky. He didn't have anyone to talk to, so they had to do that.
Yeah, but the technique is he's talking alone. He's speaking alone many times, or even at the beginning when he's alone in the spaceship. He's just talking to himself.
That's the John McClane technique.
If
Yeah.
I remember, this is the same thing in The Martian. Matt Damon is talking with
No,
himself a lot.
in The
He's,
Martian, he is talking. He's doing, but he's also talking with his diary. Like he's got
yeah,
a
it's
camera.
true. Yeah, it's true. But
He has a video
he
blog.
record himself every time, every steps, because he has to keep trace about what he does. It's true.
And by the way, when I read the book, when I read Project Hail Mary, I saw Matt Damon. It was Matt Damon for me.
First time,
But now it changed
it's
because
the
of the
same.
movie.
Yeah. Now it's
Nice Ryan Reynolds.
yeah.
But
Ryan Reynolds.
like I was
come
telling
on,
you
guys.
before, I like Andy Weir's books because they are MacGyver stories. It's basically MacGyver in space.
Completely.
The movie changed it because it would have been too boring to have MacGyver problem solving every single thing for the whole duration of the movie. They had to include emotion, so they went away from the MacGyver in space thing. And you know what? And like I said, I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it. If I want more, I can just read the book.
No, but the movie is good. They did it the right way. If it wasn't good, we will have criticized. Come on, you should have done the science stuff. It's really important in the book, but they did it well. They did it well. And Andy Weir is not obsessed, with his work, because you can't imagine the work that he has done to have all this stuff, to explain all this stuff, to learn all the stuff that he explained. It's a huge work. I can't imagine the work that he has done to when he write his books. I don't know about the second one, Artemis, but in The Martian and in Project Hail Mary, come on, we need to recognize the work done by Andy Weir to have this, because it's supposed to be
Knowledge.
like real science. Yeah.
Ryland Grace could have been Mark Watney. It's the same character.
Yes,
A
I
guy
thought
who's
it
super
could have
good at
been Mark
science.
Wahlberg. I was.
It's
What?
No. So Mark, the two heroes of The Martian and Ryan Grace are the same. They're the same guy, literally the same guys.
Completely.
The story, it's a guy who's a scientist in space trying to solve a problem. You know what I mean? It's the same dude. He's got the same humor. That's why I could see Mark. Because I was gonna say Mark Wahlberg. With his New York, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Matt
You
Damon. That's why I could
contaminated
see
me.
Matt Damon reading the book. And I think the next book is going to be again. And you know what? I'm okay with it. Make me 10 more books like that. I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
It's
and two
fine.
per years, please, Andy Weir. And maybe Andy Weir, it's the character that he want to be in life.
Yeah, of course. He's a smart guy. He's a computer engineer.
No, but come on, his father is a physician, so he's got the.
Yeah. Oh, be careful. We're going to start talking about our fathers again.
I have a question for you too about the two books, The Martian and Project Hail Mary. If you have to keep one, what is the best book?
It's difficult.
Book, not movie, right? Book.
Yeah, the book. Yeah.
All right. I'll keep Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, because I've just finished this afternoon, but honestly, I'm sure if I read the Martian, tomorrow, I would say that The Martian was great book.
It was great. It was fantastic. But Rocky and the space friendship, come on. I prefer
at the end of the book this afternoon, I was alone in my room. I closed the door because my two daughters, they were screaming, and I was about to cry. There's a moment you need to choose something really important, and it just say a phrase, "I'm coming, buddy." Come on. It was great.
So, Sebastian, did we succeed in making you want to go to the movie theater?
I think I think, yeah, in a nutshell, yes, because I mean, I knew you watched it, we talked about it just a little bit. I knew you liked it. But the fact that you talk like that about the movie for almost, I don't know, 40, 45 minutes, I could feel the excitement and the joy in your voice, Julian, and the passion of Hugo talking about this movie. And I'm very surprised, and yeah, I want to see it, so I want to watch
But
it.
I'm convinced. I want to watch it again. Huh?
Well, you said the right word. The word is joy. It's a joyful movie. It
Completely.
brings
Yeah.
you a lot of joy. But I don't think you will like it, Sebastian. I lied the whole time of the podcast. I lied. I don't think you would like it. I don't think it's a movie for you at all.
Me, I'm
All
sure you
right.
will. You will,
I
Sebastian.
think
You
you
will
have to
love
be
it.
able to experience joy to see the movie.
Uh-huh.
So that's not for you. Watch some
Okay,
German Polish
that's all
movie or
right.
whatever.
I will I will watch again the old saga Transformers instead. Yeah.
And maybe a movie from Belarus or some Igor
You will watch
Grustunevsky movie,
Transformers with Mark Wahlberg, the one with Mark Wahlberg. So,
Of course, but I have to watch the other one before because there is a whole saga. So
yeah, to understand completely what they are talking about.
Make a
exactly.
podcast about Shia LaBeouf versus Mark Wahlberg. Who's better Transformer movie?
Did they
Do they
play the same
share a
character
Transformer
in
movie
the?
together?
No, no.
No,
I think they
I don't
fired
think.
the. I don't know. I don't know.
they're not together, right? It's just Shia LaBeouf and then Mark Wahlberg, right?
I mean, I think
I
the
think so.
only common things in all the movies are the Transformers, and the characters and actors changed every time, or every 2 or 3 movies. So
Optimus Prime. That's
There
the one.
was John
yeah, that's the
Turturro in
real
one of
hero.
them.
Oh, John Turturro,
There,
my God.
there was
Shame.
John Turturro in one of them.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, he's
It's
got to
true.
eat.
Yeah.
He's got to eat.
Oh, come on, Cal.
All right, guys. Do we have anything else to add to this?
No, go. You
I think
need
we
to go
should.
now. Yeah, I want to add something really, well, it's common, but it's a movie that you need to watch on cinema, on a big screen. It's beautiful. You have, uh, and the special effect, there's not a lot. So, but they are well done. It's not like today you have many special, and they look disgusting. So you watch this movie on a big screen. That's my advice.
I'll be honest with you. Even if the special effect had been bad, it wouldn't have been a problem because this is not what matters in this movie to me. You know what I mean? The relationship between Rocky and him is what matters. If the space had not been looking good or whatever, it's fine.
Yes, of course, but it's well done. And like we said before, everyone did a great job. The scenery, the photography, it's really well done. The actors, come on, like I said, Ryan Gosling, he wasn't the best actor for me, but honestly, till now, it's his best movie yet. Till yet.
I watched Moon recently,
Oh, good.
and the special effects are not good. Not good. It looks cheap. But Sam Rockwell, no problem. You don't care about the special effect because Sam Rockwell is taking all your attention. Especially you have two Sam Rockwell on screen at the same time.
Yeah, but Carlson, it's a small movie, Moon. It's an unknown movie. Sorry about it to
I know.
tell you, but
I know. But like I said, I didn't care about the special effect at all because
yeah,
you had a real actor.
But you didn't wait for Moon. You wasn't like a year before or 6 months before. Moon is gonna come. I'm gonna buy the action figure and blah blah blah. No, you watch it on TV. I'm sure.
Because there was no no book about it and no marketing about it either.
Yeah.
And no action
But
figure of Sam Rockwell. That's
yeah, probably. All right, guys. I want to thank our audience because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we have people listening to us, people clicking on our videos, on our podcasts, on our shorts. We got
Maybe
some
drug
likes,
addict
too.
and prostitute, Carlson. That's our audience.
They are probably drug addicts and prostitute. That's what I was thinking. That's
Like us.
That's our audience. That's what we want. If you're not a drug addict or a prostitute, leave now.
Please go away,
Yeah.
please. Yeah.
But anyway, if you've made it far enough in the podcast that you can hear me thanking you, you're the real deal. Thank you for your support.
Yeah, thank you very
Hugo and
much, guys.
Sebastian, do you have anything?
Yeah, I
No,
want to
Sebastian
thank
doesn't
you,
want to
all
say
the
thank
peop-
you, so it's fine. He doesn't say thank you. He's not this kind of guy.
No, thank you
All
very
right,
much, guys.
thank you guys. And well, one more thing. What's our next podcast? I think our next podcast is chosen by me. And I announced in the previous podcast that we were going to release that movie, but we're changing it. We are playing with what's trending and what's in the air at the moment, which is Hail Mary. So we're going to post Hail Mary first, but next week we're still going to do the bounty. Stay tuned for that, and don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you, guys.